Nappy Run is acknowledging and celebrating children with disabilities and also celebrating National Children's Day. We now welcome in studio Zuki Nzo from the National Council for Persons with Physical Disabilities in South Africa to tell us more about this Nappy Run. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much.
Okay, the Nappy Run. I have my own ideas of what
Please
the
tell me what your
Nappy Run
ideas
is.
are.
I don't want to tell you yet. Tell me what it is about.
The Nappy Run is basically a campaign aimed at raising awareness about the needs of the nappies for children with disabilities.
Yeah.
And it's a month-long campaign where people can drop off, of raising awareness, and people can drop off the nappies at certain drop-off points for until the. I'm sure you know that the 2nd of November is Children's Day.
Yeah.
But then the 3rd of November we have an event called the Nappy Run, which is a fun run,
Yeah.
where people actually run in nappies.
Run in nappies?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Do they get nappies big enough for people to run in?
Well, people get creative. We encourage people not to use actual disposable nappies.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because it's a nappy that could have been used by somebody.
Yeah.
So we encourage people to be creative about nappies. Last year we had people using their T-shirts, cutting them out into the shape of a nappy or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Big blankets, I imagine, with these massive clips and things like that. Just going and having fun.
Having fun.
How dire is the situation when it comes to needing nappies for these children?
You know, raising a child with a disability is already expensive,
Yeah.
you know, and nappies are a basic need because a lot of children with disabilities are faced with an issue of incontinence. You know, and this can start from an early age up until their teenage years, depending on the severity of the disability and the type of disability that the child has. And we know how expensive nappies are. So, you know, the convention talks about everybody having the right to dignity, and we believe that children with disabilities also have the right to dignity. And this is something that can restore that, you know, and save them from being embarrassed when they playing with other children and things like that.
Yeah. It is vitally important. And I mean, you raised a very important point. Nappies are the most expensive part of having a baby. It really is. I mean, that's something, and it's something that they all need. You know,
it's something that they
babies
all
need it.
Yeah.
When taking care of a child with disabilities, what are the most important elements that you've got to keep in mind?
You know, there's like a million types of disabilities out there.
Yeah.
So it's very important to first get a clear diagnosis, properly understand what the disability of the child is, because we have a lot of parents who don't really understand the types of disabilities, you know, that really don't know exactly what is it that the child, what disability the child has. So I think firstly it's very important to first get a proper diagnosis of what kind of a disability does this child have, and get proper assistance from experts out there like your doctors and therapists as to what is it that is needed to care for the child. I can't exactly give you a straight answer to say that this is what you need to do, but from the diagnosis, a clear, proper diagnosis of what the disability is, you know, you can get the right assistance.
We're looking at photographs from the past Nappy Runs that you've held and the past campaigns, obviously, that you've done. How successful have they been?
In the first year, it's in the 3rd year now, the Nappy Run. We had our pilot run in Sun City, and then we had Nappy Runs nationally. In the first year, I think we raised about 100,000 nappies, and then we wanted to double that in the following year, which we did succeed.
Great.
Yeah, and we'd like to keep on increasing the number. And I think people are becoming more aware of this because we've been having them in different provinces, you know, So I think it's getting there.
It's gaining momentum.
Yeah.
Is there legislation or law to protect children with disabilities in our country?
Yeah, well, firstly, our Constitution, and then there's the Children's Act and the UN Convention on the rights of persons with disabilities also caters for children with disabilities, And, I mean, Article 23, this comes from, Article 23 talks about the rights of children having the right to an education, children with disabilities, or reach their dreams. And we found that the schools sometimes don't allow children to access, to enroll in a school if they're not potty trained. You know, and it makes it difficult now for children with disabilities to be able to reach their dreams. You know, so that's another reason why we thought, you know what,
do you have corporates that are involved? The big guys giving you and donating?
Yes, we do.
Good.
We do. We have corporates that are involved. We've got, if I can mention
Please
them.
do. They deserve it.
We've got Momentum that is really, really supporting us. And they're also bringing some of their stuff to the Nappy Run on Saturday to participate. Last year, we have Discam as well that have donated some nappies. And we also have, actually, not just corporates, we also have our celebrity ambassadors.
Yeah.
You know, when we started, we had... was it Blaze and a hip-hop group called Tear Gas?
Yes.
And a rock band called Rebirth.
Yes.
You know, to try and raise more of this awareness.
Fantastic.
And then now we've got Eloise Cupido.
Lovely.
You know, because, you know, people listen to
they
celebrities.
Do. So you kind of need, need those faces and voices behind it. Okay, finally, lots of people wanting to know where it's taking place, how they can get involved. Give us that information.
It's taking place on the 3rd of November, which is this Sunday.
Yes.
At the Johannesburg Zoo.
Johannesburg Zoo.
Yeah, and ways to get involved is right now you can go to the website and find out which drop-off points we have where you can donate these nappies if you can't come to the event on Saturday. Secondly, you can come to the event. And thirdly, you can also donate some Nappy Runs on the website.
On the website. So what's that website?
It's www.nappyrun.org.za.
Okay, nappyrun.org.za. It's a fantastic thing.
Yeah,
well
we're very
done.
excited.
Well done. So, the Johannesburg Zoo, the place to be, but please visit the website. If you can donate some nappies, they are going to such a good cause. Zuki Nzo from the National Council for Persons with Physical Disabilities in South Africa, thanks so much for being with us here on Morning Live.
Thank you.